So for those of you who do not know me, my name is Daniel Gilison. I'm a level 2 judge from Imperial, California, about an hour and a half to 2 hours east of San Diego. And today we are going to play some Judge Jeopardy. What we have right now are 4 teams, and just to go briefly over the rules so that everyone knows how this is going to work, I'm going to reveal a question chosen by one of the teams. I will read the question and any relevant parts of any cards out loud so everyone can hear and see that. Once I am done reading, the teams will have 30 seconds to discuss the answer, type up the answer, and the team leads send me the answer in Zoom chat. Because I am doing PowerPoint, I will only be able to see Zoom chat on my desktop. I will try my best to take a peek at Discord on my iPad, and I'm going to be using my iPhone for my timer. So, please, for the team captains, message me in Zoom chat only. All 4 of you have already done that, so we should be good to go here. The team that does answer the question correctly first will get to choose the next category to go over. And when you do so, please just unmute yourself in Zoom, tell me the category and the point value, and then remute yourself so no one can hear you talk while you're discussing your answers for the next question. Any questions before we get started here? You are only allowed 1 answer, Isaac. So please, for each question, because I'm going to have the Zoom chat scrolling down the right side of my screen, please just 1 answer. And by the way, yes, your answers do need to be in the form of a question. Last thing is that when you answer correctly, you will get the points. If you answer incorrectly, you just won't get the points. And then when we do the final round Jeopardy question, you will be betting on that question. And yes, if you get that question wrong, you will lose the points that you have bet. But if you get it right, you're going to win the points that you have bet. And I will be keeping track of time on my phone. You will have 30 seconds. Once I am done reading the questions, I will give you a 10-second warning. Once time is up, I will need you to have submitted your answer by the time limit. Otherwise, I will unfortunately have to not count it because we only have an hour and we do have a bunch of questions to get through. So I just want to make sure that we get through everything in time. So please make sure you are ready to go. In the Zoom chat, if you want to start off with what is or who is, or, to, help speed things along, please go for it. Once I get all 4 answers, within the 30 seconds or less, we'll go over the answer. We'll move on to the next one, and we shall be good to go. Please give your answers in the form of questions. Let me just go ahead and share my screen, and then we will get right to this. So for our first round of Jeopardy, we have the following categories. First category is triggered, followed by 7-layer dip, then Tokyo draft, according to plane, iPiggy, and gang colors. So, Stephen, you were the first one to test correctly for the Zoom chat. So your team will get first dibs at the question. So unmute yourself and let us know which one you want to go for.
We'll choose 7-layer dip for 100.
All right, 7-layer dip for 100. Here we go. Changing these values occurs in layer 7, which is the last layer. All right, I don't think we need to spend 30 seconds on that one because all 4 teams got it correct. The correct answer is what is power and toughness. And the first team to get that right was team number 4. So Josh, you get to unmute yourself and pick the next question.
All right. How about, let's just stick with 7-layer dip for 200.
All right. Assuming no dependencies, if 2 effects occur in the same layer, this is used to determine how to apply them. God, you're barely giving me any time to do this. All right, we got it all four answers here, and all four teams got it right again. It is timestamp order. This time, Isaac was the first one to get it right. So team number two, Isaac, unmute yourself and let's pick the next question.
We can just go with 7-layer dip for 300.
All right, everyone loves their layers apparently. For 300 points. This is the ability, if any, that Stormcrow would have if it were equipped with Colossus Hammer and then targeted with spontaneous flight. So Stormcrow has flying. Colossus Hammer says equipped creature gets +10/+10 and loses flying. And spontaneous flight says target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn and put a flying counter on it. All right, we have the answers, and it looks like, looks like everyone got it right again. It's flying. Yep. Okay, looks like Joey. So team number three, you are getting to choose the next question.
We want gang colors.
Gang colors for
100.
For 100. All right. New category. Lord Xander the Collector is the crime boss for this blue, red, and black family. All right, we have our answers, and once again, everyone got it right. It is the Maestros. And don't worry, spelling does not count. Josh, team four, you got this one first, so pick the next category.
All right. Did you give any explanation as to what iPiggy is, or do we just have to find out by picking it?
You'll have to find out by picking it.
Let's take iPiggy for 100.
All right, we are going iPiggy for 100. Here we go. This document covers issues during regular REL events that should not be remedied using the IPG. All right, everyone got this one right? And the answer is, what is the jar? And by the way, I do put little references here, so you know what to reference for what the correct answer is. I love this reference because what's the reference for the jar? Well, it's just the damn jar. Read it if you haven't. And by the way, hopefully now you know that iPiggy is IPG. Because if you just say it out, it's iPiggy. All right, Isaac got this one right first, so that is team number two. So team number two, you get to pick the next one.
We were doing good on layers. Let's go back to the next layers question.
All right, layers for 400. You control a grizzly bears with 2+1/+1 counters on it. If clone enters the battlefield as a copy of grizzly bears, this is the power and toughness of the copy. And grizzly bears is a 2/2 with 2+1 counters on it. All right, didn't even need to start the timer for that one. All four teams got it right. The answer is, what is 2/2? Okay, it looks like Joey was the first one to answer, so that is team number three. So team number three, you get to choose the next one.
Let's wrap up 7-layer dip.
All right, let's just get these layers over and done with. This is the correct order of the following layers: color, text, control, and type. All right, I have all the answers here, and the answer is control, text, type, and color. All four teams, once again, got it correct. And the first team that did get it correct was team number two, Isaac. So you get to pick the next category.
Let's go with iPiggy for 300.
Ooh, mixing it up a little bit. We are at iPiggy for 300. Assuming no delegation, this is the only person who can authorize a backup. All right, we got all four teams' answers, and once again, all correct. Maybe I made this too easy, who knows? Yeah, it is the head judge. And looks like it was Joey, team number three, who got it right first. So you get to pick the next one.
IPG for 500.
IPG for 500. Hidden card error can be upgraded to a game loss only in some situations when the hidden card has this particular ability. All right, we have the answers, and the answer is, what is Morph? Although Isaac did point out technically Megamorph works as well. but we will accept those as answers. Okay, let's see. Once again, Joey, team number 3 got it right first, so you get to pick the next one.
According to planes for 300.
According to plane for 300. On this plane, Emrakul is still trapped in the moon. All right, it's no fair when the presentation right before mine kind of gives the answer away here. Yeah, that is Innistrad. Once again, team 3 was the quickest to the answer, so you get to choose again.
Tokyo Draft for 300.
Tokyo Draft for 300. In this REL, players may look at their drafted cards between draft picks. All right, all 4 teams gave the answer, and they all gave the regular answer, regular REL. That is correct. Once again, team number 3, Joey, you got it right first, so pick the next one.
Gang Color 300.
Gang Colors for 300. This magical substance in New Capenna that is definitely not a drug at all has magic-enhancing qualities. All right, we have the answers from all 4 teams, and it is that magical substance called Halo that hopefully you were not consuming at your pre-releases, but at least not in martini glasses. Okay, team 3 is on a hot streak right now, answering first. So Joey, pick the next one.
Triggers for 400.
Triggered for 400. Hypothesizal has this type of triggered ability. So Hypothesizal says draw 2 cards, then you may discard a non-land card. When you do, Hypothesizal deals 4 damage to target creature. All right, we have the answers from all 4 teams, and yep, all got it right again. It is a reflexive trigger. And once again, team number 3 got it right first. Joey, pick again.
Tokyo Draft for 500. Daniel.
Tokyo Draft for 500. All right. In a called or timed draft, this is the amount of time a player has to make their first pick in pack 1. All right, we have the answers, and this one was kind of interesting because half of you said 45 seconds, half of you said 40 seconds, half of you were right, and it was the half that said 40 seconds. So Steven Zwanger, team number 1, you got this one right first. You get to pick the next question.
Let's go with triggered for 300.
Triggered for 300. This type of trigger occurs if an effect creates an ability that can do something at a later time. 5 seconds left. All right. Correct answer is a delayed trigger. Okay, team 4, Josh, you got this one right first. You get to pick the next one.
Woohoo. Let's do triggered for 100.
Triggered for 100 points. A triggered ability is written starting with one of these 3 words. All right, we have the answers. And yeah, when, wherever, or at. Okay, looks like Steven, once again, you got it right first. You get to pick the next one.
We will go with triggered for 500.
Triggered for 500 points. On your turn, if you cast Brainstorm, then Aetherflux Reservoir, then Ponder, and then Preordain, this is the total amount of life you would gain. And the relevant text on Aetherflux Reservoir is whenever you cast a spell, you gain life for 1 life for each spell you've cast this turn. All right, I have the correct answers here, and the answer is 7, which everyone got right. Okay, let's see. Joey, you were the first one to answer correctly. So team number 3, you get to pick the next one.
According to plane for 500, Daniel.
All right, according to plane for 500. Jace Beleren is originally from this plane. All right, I have the answers, and the correct answer is Vryn. Jace is from Vryn. All right, Steven, you got this one correct first. So team number one, you get to pick the next one.
According to plane for 400.
All right, according to plane for 400. This plane was completed to become New Phyrexia. All right, everyone got that one right pretty quickly. Yeah, it was Mirrodin. Team number three, Joey got this right first, so you get to pick the next one.
Gang colors for 500.
All right, gang colors for 500. When enchanted with the card Witness Protection, a creature will now have this name. All right, everyone knows that this person is now going to be named Legitimate Business Person, the greatest name ever made. All right, let's see. Team four and Josh, you got this one right first. You get to pick the next one.
Okay, let's go gang colors for 200.
Gang colors for 200. This returning mechanic in New Capenna only appears on the 5 tri-lands. All right, the only mechanic that's coming back on these lands is cycling. Okay, and team three and Joey, you got this one right first. So you get to pick the next one.
Tokyo draft for 400, Dr. Dan.
Thank you, Joey. Tokyo draft for 400. Here we go. In a pre-release event, this is the recommended time limit for deck construction. All right, got those answers at the very last minute, but all those answers were correct. The answer is 45 minutes, 30 minutes plus an extra 15 because it's the new set. All right, team three and Joey, you got this one right first, so you get to go for the next one.
I piggy for 400, Dr. Foils.
Can we remove a player from this event, please? All right, I piggy for 400. I asked him to go out with me, and when he said no, I kept on asking him. Would be an example of this infraction. All right, yep, you are giving out a USC major for this one. Everyone got that right, and team number four, and Josh, you get to pick the next one.
All right, let's do gang colors for 400.
All right, we're gonna finish off gang colors here for 400. The Brokers family is represented by these 3 colors. All right, thankfully, no one just said Bant. But yeah, it is green, white, and blue. And team number 4 and Josh, you got this one right first. You pick again.
Okay, let's finish off triggered for 200.
All right, triggered for 200 points. Here we go. This is the only type of trigger, if missed, that results in a warning. All right, everyone gave me their answer, and once again, you're pretty smart people. It is a detrimental trigger. The fastest one to give out this warning was team number 3 and Joey. So you get to pick again.
I piggy for 200.
Piggy for 200. This is the recommended fix for insufficient shuffling. All right, I have the answers, and if you have insufficient shuffling, well, simplest thing to do, shuffle. All right, all 4 groups got this one right, and group number 3, Joey, you get to pick again.
According to plane for 200.
All right, according to plane for 200 points. This is the plane where most of early Magic sets took place. All right, once again, when they give the answer in the previous presentation, it's Dominaria. Okay, team number 3 and Joey, you got this one right, so pick the next one, please. Only 3 more to go in this round.
Tokyo draft for 200.
Okay. In the second pack of a draft, the cards are passed in this direction. 10 seconds left. All right. We got the answer, and the answer is all right, to the right. Okay, once again, Joey, pick the next one.
Draft for 100.
All right, Tokyo draft for 100. This is the minimum number of cards in a limited deck. All right, you figured that went out pretty quick. It is 40. And then Joey, I guess there's only one question left to pick. So let's just get to it.
According to plane for 100.
Are you sure you want that one? All right, let's do it. On this plane, Nicol Bolas's plan to steal the sparks from planeswalkers reaches culmination. All right, I had the answers, and this happened just a couple of years ago on Ravnica. All right, so we are now done with round number one. Just give me 1 second here. I want to just tally up the scores here. All right, so these are the scores that I have right now. And Nikki, maybe if you want to just type these up in the Discord so we have a record of this. Right now, team number 1 has 9,000 points. Team 2 has 9,000 points. Team 3 has 8,500 points. And team 4 has 8,400 points. So it is still very close. It is still anyone's game. And we are now going to move to round number 2. So for round 2, the points are gonna double and we have new categories. Starting off with before and after. Taste it, not my type. We are family. I can't help myself, I have to sing that one. But I'm not gonna sing Two Heads Are Better Than One. I'll not torture you with that one. And the last category is the Twilight Zone. Okay, team number 1, Stephen, you got the question first, right first in the last round. Last question, you get to pick what category you want to go for here.
We will go with Taste It for 200.
All right, Taste It for 200. Here we go. Greatness at any cost. All right, we got that last answer in right on time. The correct answer, Dark Confidant. We're going for flavor text here. And yes, I would have accepted Bob as the correct answer too. Group number 1, Stephen, you got it right first. You get to pick the next one.
We'll go for Two Heads Are Better Than One for 200.
All right, for 200 points. This is the number of games in a two-headed giant match. All right, all 4 groups got this one right. The answer is 1. Okay, team number 3, Joey, you get to pick the next one.
2 Heads Are Better Than One for 400.
Okay, here we go. Unlike the player that goes first in a multiplayer game, the two-headed giant team that goes first skips this step. All right, we have the answers and all 4 teams got it right. It is the draw step. And team number 4, Josh, you get to pick the next one.
Oh, right. I want to know what the Twilight Zone for 200 is.
Okay, let's see what this one's all about. This zone was originally known as In Play. All right, we got all the answers there, and it is the battlefield. Team 2 and Isaac, you got this one right first. You get to pick the next one.
Let's go with We Are Family for 200.
We Are Family for 200. These 2 warring brothers will get their own set later this year. All right, everyone figured it out. It's Urza and Mishra. Team 4, Josh, you get to pick the next one.
All right, let's try before and after for 200.
Before and after for 200. This sultry novel/movie causes each opponent to lose X life, where X is your devotion to black, and you gain life equal to the life lost this way. All right, I need an answer. Okay, the correct answer is 50 Shades of Grey Merchant of Asphodel. All right, 3 of the 4 teams got that one right. Remember, I do need both parts of the answer. I need the pop culture and the card, however horrifying that might be. Okay, so team 4, Josh, you got this one right. You get to pick again.
Let's run it back and do before and after 400.
Okay. This falling structure will be exiled from your graveyard when creature is put into an opponent's graveyard from the battlefield. All right, I have the answers, and the correct answer is London Bridge from Below. All right, once again, 3 out of the 4 teams got that one correct. Team number 3, Joey, you got that one right first. You get to pick.
Not my type for 200.
All right, not my top for 200. This card type will always show power and toughness. All right, and the card type that always shows power and toughness, as everyone got, it's a creature. Okay, team 3 and Joey, you get to pick the next one.
Taste it for 400.
All right, taste it for 400. He exercises his right to bear arms. All right, we got the answer, and it is werebear. The original one, not the reprint. All right, team 3 and Joey, pick again.
Flavor text for 600.
All right, we're going taste it for 600. The spark mage shrieked, calling on the rage of the storms of his youth. To his surprise, the sky responded with a fierce energy he never thought to see again. All right, we got the answers here, and the correct answer is the M10 printing of Lightning Bolt. 3 of the 4 teams got that one right. And team number 3, Joey, pick again.
Flavor text for 800.
Okay. Someday, someone will best me, but it won't be today, and it won't be you. All right, I got the answers, and the answer is last word. Okay, team 2 and Isaac, you got this one right first, so pick again.
Let's finish off taste it.
All right, for 1,000 points. The smallest seed of regret can bloom into redemption. All right, we got those answers in at the very last second. It is Swords to Plowshares. Okay, Isaac, team 2, you got this one right first. Isaac, pick the next one, please.
15-minute warning.
Thank
All
you.
right, let's go with 2 heads are better than 1 for 600.
Okay. This is the number of extra turns in a 2-headed giant match that has gone to time. All right, we have the correct answers, and it is 3. Team 3 and Joey, you get to go for the next one.
Twilight Zone for 400.
Twilight Zone for 400. This zone was originally known as removed from the game. All right, everyone got that one right, and the answer is Exile. All right, team 3, Joey, again, pick the next one, please.
Twilight Zone for 600.
Okay. This zone is no longer officially used in current day Magic. All right, and it is indeed the empty zone. Okay, team 4, Josh, you get to pick the next one.
I like before and after for 600, please.
All right, going back to before and after for 600 points. This chemistry-based TV show lets black creatures get +1/+1. All right, and the correct answer that everyone got is Breaking Bad Moon. Okay, Josh, team 4, you got that one right first. Pick again.
Let's go before and after for 1,000.
Oh, we're just jumping straight to 1,000.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. This Edgar Allan Poe short story can be crewed by removing a loyalty counter from a planeswalker you control. All right, and the correct answer is The Telltale Heart of Kieran. 3 out of the 4 teams got this one right. And team number 3, Joey, you get to pick the next one.
Before and after for 1,000.
We just did 1,000.
Oh, 800.
All right, let's do the 800 one then. This musical instrument's power is equal to the number of card types among cards in all graveyards, and its toughness is equal to that number +1. All right, I have the answers, and wow, indeed, it is Guitar Magoyf. All right, team number 4, Josh, you get to pick.
Let's go not my type for 1,000.
Not my type for 1,000. This no longer used card type is only found on cards with other card types. All right, the correct answer is Tribal. World, some of you said World. That World is a super type, not a type. So, Tribal is the type there. So team 4, Josh, you get to pick the next one.
But we got it wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I was looking at the wrong one. Thanks for the honesty. Team 1, Steven, my bad. You get to pick the one. Next one.
We will go with We Are Family for 400.
All right. These two brothers recently had their big fight on Ravnica. Okay, all four teams looks like they got it right. It was Nicol Bolas and Ugin. Team 3, Joey, pick the next one, please.
We Are Family for 600.
Okay, these two vampires recently got married. All right, correct answer is Edgar Markov and Olivia Valderin. Team 4, Josh, pick the next one, please.
Let's go. No, let's go. Two heads are better than one for 1,000.
All right. This is the number of poison counters a two-headed giant team needs in order to lose the game. All right, everyone knows that answer is 15. Team 3, Joey, go for it.
Two heads are better than one for 800.
All right, this is the number of sideboard cards allowed in a two-headed giant constructed deck. All right, I need your answers now, please. Thank you. Got it. Correct answer is none. No sideboards allowed. Team 4, Josh, you get to pick the next one.
Let's go Twilight Zone for 800.
Okay. Special actions, turn-based actions, and state-based actions do not use the spell-based zone. All right, we are done with that one. All four of you got it right, and it is indeed the stack. So team number 3 and Joey, pick again.
Twilight Zone for 1,000.
This is the zone where Planeswalker emblem is created. All right, all four of you got it right again, and it is indeed the command zone. Team 4 and Josh, pick again.
Let's go with Not My Type for 800.
Not My Type for 800. This card type used to come in continuous or mono varieties. All right, we got that one pretty quickly. That is Artifact. Team 3, Joey, pick again, please.
5-minute warning.
Thank you.
We Are Family for 1,000.
All right, this crazy family member from the dark reduces all creature damage done to him to 0. All right, I got the 4 answers, and this is, and you all got it correct, it is Uncle Isfin. Team 3, Joey, pick again, please.
We Are Family for 800.
Okay, these are the names of Chandra's parents. All right, you all got it right. It is Pia and Corinne Millar. Team 4, Josh, which one do you want?
600.
The constellation mechanic cared about this card type entering the battlefield. All right, correct answer is, what is enchantment? And the last question before we get to the final round, this card type was first printed in Lorwyn. Okay, and you all got it right. It is indeed Planeswalker. So just give me 1 second here to tally up the totals here. Team 1, after 2 rounds, you have 25,600 points. Team 2, you have 26,200 points. Team 3, you have 24,500 points. Team 4, you have 24,800 points. What I'm going to do now is to show you the topic of the final round question. You will have 30 seconds to message me how many points you want to bet based on the topic. Once I get all the bets, we'll go through the question. And your final round topic is Mortal Kombat. Please give me your bets as soon as you can. All right, I have the bets. So once again, once I read the question, you will have 30 seconds to work as a team to figure out the answer and type it in the chat. The question is this: if the active player has no creatures on their battlefield, these are the steps in the combat phase that are skipped. All right, we have the answers, and let's see. All 4 teams said the same thing. What is declare blockers and combat damage? And the correct answer is, what are the declare blockers and combat damage steps? All right, all 4 teams got it right. So here is how the bets turned out. Team number 3, you originally had 24,500 points. You went all in, 24,500, and you finished with 49,000 points. Team 4, you bet 24,800, and you also went all in. and you finished with 49,600 points. Team number 1, you bet 25,600 because you went double or nothing, and you went double to 51,200. And team number 2, you bet 25,001 point to bring your final total to 51,201 point, which means that team number 2 did come in first place by a single point over team number 1, followed by team number 4 and team number 3. And that is it. Congratulations to everyone for playing. I hope you all had fun with this. Sorry if this went a little bit longer than it was supposed to, but I wanted to make sure we got through everything, and I hope you all had a good time.